Hi, this is Javier Flores with Ventura Real Estate TV. A couple of weeks ago I had an article on my blog explaining the difference between a home inspection report and an appraisal report. Well, today I want to take it a little bit further. So today we're going to interview a home inspector and an appraiser. So here you go. Hi, this is Javier Flores with Ventura Real Estate Experts, and today we are going to interview Andy Hessler from National Property Inspections, and we're going to get a little bit of insight on what the home inspection process is. So welcome, Andy.
Thanks, Javier. It's really a pleasure to be here today. It's really important that a prospective home buyer and even some home sellers consider doing a property inspection for a lot of various reasons, and we'll touch on some of those throughout the interview. But the most important thing for a buyer's perspective is to make sure that they fully understand the condition of the property, make sure that they understand the materials that are being used, because there are some hazardous materials that were being used in early days of construction that might still be present on a property. Make sure that there might be issues where homeowner modifications may not be up to code, things of that nature. So by hiring a professional property inspector, your buyer can rest assured that they will have a very comprehensive review of the property, so that way they understand the materials that are being used in construction, make sure there are no health or safety risks. We'll typically go through and make sure there are no code infractions, and it's a very extensive review, starting on the roof, working our way through the foundation. We'll be examining the structure, the doors, the windows, the plumbing, the electrical systems. We have integrated tools that enable us to really do a very thorough evaluation of all those components. In addition, we'll be evaluating the heating and air systems, make sure that they're properly installed, make sure that they meet all the current code requirements, make sure that they're going to have their anticipated life be as functional as possible for the next buyer, to make sure that they can live in their new house and be comfortable in that new house for many years to come.
Wow, Andy, that sounds great. Now, does a buyer, do you recommend that the buyer be there at the home inspection while you're doing it?
It's always a good idea for the buyer to be present. Reason being is just reading a report may not tell the entire story, even though with National Property Inspections we include photographs in our inspections to help highlight a story or show a specific defect. Mm-hmm. But when the buyers are there, we can spend a lot more time elaborating on what the concerns are and really give them a better understanding of the areas that when they read a report, it may even appear to be larger than it actually is. So having them present is really important, that they're there during the inspection.
Great, great. Now, do you give the buyers a hard copy report, or is it something that you email to them?
Well, what we do is we capture all of our information digitally into our laptop. Mm-hmm. Any areas that might be questionable, might be defective, or might need thorough evaluation will be highlighted in our report with digital photography, as I mentioned. We'll have commentary as to what the condition is, okay. And we always include a recommendation on how to take care of it, most importantly. And that is all captured, as I mentioned, in our laptops, and we email those out to the client, and we copy the realtor within 24 hours of the inspection.
Great. Now, if a buyer had some questions about something in the report, is it easy for them to get a hold of you and just talk to you or ask you questions about certain things about the report?
By all means. In fact, we like to pride ourselves on being available to the customer after the inspection, and even if it's years later, we always capture our reports. We maintain the integrity of those reports in our files. I have reports dating back 10 years, so I'm more than happy to make myself not only available for conditions that may have been reported in the report, but if a home buyer might have additional questions on, let's say they want to make a room addition, they need some code information, or they want to know if a wall is load bearing, okay, or if they want additional information, again, that's part of our service.
Okay, great. Now, would you like to tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they want a home inspection report?
Sure. We can be reached on the web at www.npiweb.com/Hessler, H-A-S-L-E-R, which is my last name. Or you can just Google Andy Hessler, and I'm sure I'll come up that way as well. Or our good old telephone system still works well, and that's 805-233-1777.
Well, thank you, Andy. I appreciate you coming by, and I look forward to working with you.
Thanks, Javier. We'll see you on the next inspection.
All right, thanks.
Hi, Bob Brenner here with Guild Mortgage. I'm here today with Jeff Flitt, a 35-year veteran of the appraisal business, and all in Ventura County, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Well, thanks for coming by and sharing with us your insights about appraisals.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Well, Jeff, from a consumer standpoint, can you give us a quick overview of what an appraisal is all about?
A quick overview of what an appraisal is it's an unbiased opinion of value from a disinterested third party. And what we usually do appraisals for are for buying, selling, listing, mortgages, divorces, bankruptcies, that type of thing. And what an appraiser will do when they come out is they'll measure the outside of your property, or the inside if it's a condo. They'll take photographs, they'll take a look at your upgrades, that type of things, and then they'll go out into the marketplace and look at comparable sales and listings and determine a value based on that information.
Jeff, how does an appraisal differ from a property inspection?
The difference between a home inspection and an appraisal is significant. A home inspector is mainly concerned with the construction of the property. They're looking for flaws in construction, plumbing, electrical, that type of thing. They'll do a much more significant inspection of the home, such as crawl under the foundation or up in the attic, looking for flaws and deficiencies. And what they do is most of their time is spent at the property, where they may spend a couple hours at the property, where an appraiser will come in and just look for visual deficiencies, such as exposed wiring, sagging roofs, chipping and peeling paint, those types of things. And an appraiser will then go out in the field and look at comparable sales and see how the overall condition and those deficiencies react in the marketplace with comparable sales and listings.
Hey Jeff, what are the top 3 issues or components that determine value on a property?
What are the top 3 components to determine value? Well, I don't think there's just 3. Obviously, the main component is location. Location is a key factor to most property values. If you took a property that was in, say, South Oxnard and took it to Beverly Hills, there would be significant value difference just for the location. So that's the major key. After that, it would be what's on the property, improvements, square footage of the property, bedrooms, bathrooms, lot size, the topography of the lot, which is how level it is or how sloping it is. You would probably look at the quality of construction, what kind of remodeling's been done, pools, spas on the exterior, landscaping. There's many components of value.
Well, thanks Jeff for sharing with us your insights about appraisals and informing our viewers what an appraisal is all about.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Wow, that was great, and I hope that you enjoyed it and learned something from it. And I want to ask you, if you have any questions or if you have any needs in real estate, please feel free to give me a call at 805-766-7766. Thank you and have a great day.